The next question is for Zakira Shyrose. We've talked about the spiritual and ethical concepts related to the community of the Imam of our time. And now we shift our attention to the practical aspects of preparing ourselves. Zakira Shyrose, would you shed some light into the specific virtues and characteristics of the community of the Mahdi alayhi salam, based on the du'as and teachings of the AhlulBayt alayhim salam themselves that they have provided to us that's at our disposal?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So this is a beautiful question that we really need to focus on. Because we saw in that dua that I presented in front of you about Imam praying for our scholars to be doing true Amr bil Maruf and Nahy anil Munkar. And he talked about not only, and you noticed in that dua, when he would talk about the rulers, he would talk about how the subjects should be. When he was talking about the scholars, he was also talking about how the students would be. And someone asked the 11th Imam, Imam Hassan Askari alayhi salam, the same question about scholars. And he brought this ayat forward of the Holy Quran when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the vow that he took from the Bani Israel. And he says, وَإِذْ أَخَذْنَا مِيثَاقَ بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ لَا تَعْبُدُونَ إِلَّا اللَّهَ وَبِوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا وَذِي الْقُرْبَى وَالْيَتَامَى وَالْمَسَاكِينِ وَقُولُوا لِلنَّاسِ حُسْنًا وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَآتُوا الزَّكَاةَ. And he explained that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the font is so bad on that phone, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explains what he wanted from the Bani Israel. And he said, we had taken this vow from you that you would worship none other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that you would be kind to your parents, and that you would be good to your relatives, and to the orphans and the needy, and that you would establish prayer, and that you would do zakah, you would give zakah. So there's a whole formula there. The 11th Imam focused especially on the orphans. And he said that the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam focused on this word as well and explained that the orphan in this particular ayah is so important for us to focus on. That when we are kind to the orphan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is showing us that they have no one to give mercy to them. There's no one to give them love or to take care of them or to guide them. And therefore, when you put your hand on the head of an orphan, what happens is that every hair on their head becomes a cause of blessings for you. Each and every hair, what will it be? Anybody know? Each and every hair, no, the sheikhs cannot answer this question. Anybody know? Each hair will reward that person with a palace in paradise. Each hair. And each of those homes, those palaces, will be full of comforts and luxuries. So the person will own an empire. And the Prophet said, so continue to be very merciful to those who are yatim. The 11th Imam said, in the time of occultation, when my son will be in ghaiba, at that time, the orphans of the community will be the entire ummah. And he said, those who will take care of our Shia, who will guide them, who will set them straight, who will show mercy to them by giving them knowledge. What their reward will be that they will be sitting beside us on the Day of Judgment. They will be one of us. They will be the guides in our absence. And the Imam explained that the yatim of the community are the ones who have no knowledge. Today, our madrasas are begging for teachers. The ones who have knowledge don't have time. The ones who do not have knowledge offer their time. And what happens to the quality of the education of our children? We take whoever comes forward, but there's a danger here. And when we do not take care of the knowledge of our community, what happens is that we become separated from the truth. The 10th Imam says that in this then surely everyone would be deviated from the religion of Allah. And he says that it is they who are guarding the hearts of the weak Shias. And how are they doing it? And he uses this metaphor. He says it is like they are the captains of a ship, and they are taking care of all those people in the Safinatun Najaa. So while our Imam is not around for us, we are the ones who have to give this knowledge to each other and to enjoin patience and to enjoin وَالتَّوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَالتَّوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ, to teach the truth, to enjoin others to also be part of the truth, to be patient and to encourage others to also be patient.